Did you know that OSHA changed the rules, the COVID rules, yesterday or Friday? The news dump
No.
time. So now you can go to work if you have COVID, as long as you don't have symptoms, which means you can spread it. So you just go to work. And then this morning, the Oakland School District said, yes, all kids can come to school now if they have COVID, but don't have symptoms.
Oh my
So they can
fucking
spread
God.
it. So we're just like Florida now. We're like, let's just do Florida stuff. That they look good. Yeah, we just gone full right wing crazy. This is people like I'm big on the COVID. I scream about it all the time. It is the number one labor issue
Yes.
of decades. Decades. It hasn't that we haven't had something this bad since people were restricted to 8 hours. They could work 15 hours. This is causing so much death and so much disability.
Yeah.
Still. So and now they're going to do it with our kids. And it's just like, well, let's just hope it's not like other viruses that 20 years down the road cause cancer and MS and
But
all
their
this.
mental health, Dave. Think
Right.
of their mental health.
No, I know what yeah, I know.
No, but I mean, it's such BS, and it is real. Like this is the second biggest spike of, I guess, since
Ever.
Omicron 2 years ago, but
It's
ever.
ever. It's the second biggest spike ever. Right now, today, we're at the peak, they say,
Yeah.
of the second worst spike ever.
No,
So
it's
whatever. Everyone's just decided it's the flu, which it's not the flu. And this is like public health. This is like 1800s public health shit that we're doing here.
yes,
It's
yes.
just this is like when the people get mad at you wearing a mask now. Well, that's the same thing when the first guy was like, "We should wash our hands." Doctors were like, "How dare you?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
No, in
spread
fact, licked
disease."
surfaces. Yeah.
Yes, it's
There was a moment where people were like, "Should we be more cautious?" Or like, "No, you know what? Be
no,
less."
much less cautious. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do because people can't. Again, this comes down to don't want to tax the rich.
Yeah.
So we can take care of people, allow them if they do get COVID to take time off until they get better. It's
Yes.
just all so the rich don't get taxed. That's all this is.
And no one is like, no one in actual positions of power. Hello, Governor Newsom, who promised Medicare for all when he became,
Mhm.
was voted into office. No one's used this as a way to actually push through real public health measures and use that politically to their advantage. Because I
Yeah.
understand politically, everyone's getting crushed by COVID policies, and has been crushed the world over. And that makes sense. But try and use it to your fucking advantage. Biden on the campaign trail will straight up say nothing about COVID. Watch, he'll say nothing. Because even he, who at least tried to save our lives a little bit, like
Maybe.
knows that it was politically unpopular, vaguely. And he'll have
Yeah,
to talk about all the things that he rolled back, the child tax credit,
right.
other things, the things that were expanded. The fact that now, if you want a vaccine, they must ask for your insurance. They are asking you for
Yeah.
insurance. There's much more out of pocket payment. No, it's a good thing. I mean, look, if they want a general strike, what is it? What are we looking at? 2028? Is that what's
I
on?
mean, yeah, that I think that was the timeline, right? Where they're trying to get all the contracts together. I think it's
Right,
2028. But like, I
right.
mean, think about all the stuff that can happen between now and
I
2028.
know, but we on the left, we love to just 70
Uh,
chess things and be
I
like,
mean,
wait
honestly,
until 2020. No, I'm
yeah, wait,
joking.
that's the thing that's driving me crazy about the left is this is a great example. Like that, this is when Jimmy Dore sucked the air out of the room by doing all that
Okay,
force
that's
the
you
vote
can
stuff.
only mention him once because twice
Okay,
more and he
but
will
then
appear.
it got the left fighting with each other, and then nothing happened because a bunch of the left took the side of no, you're doing something wrong, which is fine. You can have that argument, and then all of his people did, but everyone stopped trying to fight for something which we all should have been fighting for right then, right there. Medicare for all.
Yes.
That should have been the fight, right?
Sorry, you
Everybody should
mentioned
have.
Dore, but what do you mean about like when he turned anti-vax?
No, when he did he started screaming out
Oh, the
force the
force the
vote,
vote.
which
Yeah.
was a small thing compared to what should have been happening, which is everybody screaming for Medicare for all.
Yes.
That was the time of the pandemic when we all needed Medicare for all, and it turned into this egotistical nonsense fight with a bunch of people. A bunch of people got mad at him, and you were just watching it going. I literally turned off all social media at that point. I bailed on everything for like a year because I was like, that's it. We had a moment. We had a chance. You have a chance at the beginning of a pandemic to do radical change. That's
Yep.
just how history works. and we didn't do anything. We just screamed at each other.
You know what? I kind of want to ask Ryan about this because I do a little bit blame Bernie Sanders or a lot of it. And he wasn't the nominee. He didn't win. But some of that visionary stuff that, we were kind of all told to make ourselves small, politically small, physically small. It was like, and then obviously the BLM protests popped off.
Sure.
So yeah, and and now we have widespread, prison and police reform, Dave. So I don't really know what you're talking about. At least there's that. And
yeah, it's all worked out great. I mean, there hasn't been a giant rightward lurch that's terrifying at all. It's fine.
Pay no attention to the lurch. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.